So my six kids all have different dads.
Whoa, slow down. I'm trying to get a few minutes out of this video. You gotta save something for later.
And today, one of the dads came to pick up my son to take him to the beach.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
He knocks on the door and he's like, hey, I'm picking up, so-and-so to pick him up for the beach. And I'm like, okay, are you taking the rest of his 5 siblings? Because if you're not taking them, then he's not going.
Okay, now we're not getting anywhere. Today's red flag is egocentrism, which means basically whenever somebody is thinking or acting from these lower 3 levels, especially if they don't have any ability to move beyond them. A lot of people think that they understand psychology and they don't. They just repeat words they heard on a screen. That's why I'm trying to give you guys words to repeat, except hopefully it'll be difficult to misuse these. A word that gets misused a lot is narcissist. It's also mispronounced. It should be narcissist. The guy who fell in love with his reflection was Narcissus. The C is hard in Latin. Anyway, the word basically means egocentric. They'll say, my ex was a narcissist, meaning that he was a selfish jerk. He was egotistical, he was controlling, he was selfish. And here's the problem. Those are things that a narcissist would say about a more highly developed person. So someone who is egocentric will call you egocentric if you don't give them what they want. This happened to me when I was 22. I had a girlfriend who trampled all over my boundaries, and I said, I don't like that. You have to stop that or we have to break up. And she told me that I was controlling and selfish and abusive, but it was actually her. This is a common relationship type where somebody who's at level 5 or level 6 will meet someone who's at level 3, and they will think, well, you're not a belonger. You're not like these conformist people in the middle, so you must be up here with me, whereas in reality, they're down here beneath conformity. They haven't gotten through it yet. And I'm going to show you how to tell the difference with levels. But first, a quick reminder. I did a lot of reading to learn all this stuff, and I took a lot of notes, and my sponsor, Shortform, took the notes for you. Learn more about human behavior faster with Shortform. 20% off with my link. So let's figure out what this lovely lady is saying.
He's like, the other kids are not my responsibility. I don't need to take them anywhere. And I'm like, well, if you want to take your child on whatever activities you have planned for the day, then you must include the rest of his siblings. It is not fair that you're going to take one child to the beach and then you were going to go fishing and do all these other activities and for their siblings to be home bored.
Let's stop right there. This refined young lady has 6 kids with 6 guys. One of the guys comes to take care of his kid. I don't know how he knows which one it is. Good for him. And then she says that he must also take care of 5 other guys' kids. That's sign number 1, because this is not something that's agreed upon in our society. This is not a rule that we have that you must take care of all of the children of your baby mama, but she said that he must do it. That language indicates that she thinks she's in control of all people and the whole world. That's control consciousness. And control consciousness is not a bad thing if it's inside of higher levels, but she obviously cannot get there. If she could, she would be able to take a second-person perspective and think, what would it be like if I was baby daddy and I had to care for 5 kids that were not mine? She is not capable of doing this. That's why she says must. She confuses I want with you must. Those are the same thing at this level. Remember, scumbag Steve, it's cool for me to smoke in your house because it just is, because that's just the way things are. That's where her mind is. She has not yet grown to a level where she can understand that this is what I want, but not what you want. She does not yet understand that baby daddy does not want to spend his resources on another guy's kids. Baby daddy then says that the other siblings are not his responsibility, and she replies that that is not fair to the siblings. Notice that she has 0 recognition of what's not fair to baby daddy. That's sign number 2. Let's continue.
So I told him, if you do not take the rest of his siblings, if you don't take all 5 of his siblings, he will not be going. And guess what? Now they're here in the backyard playing because he refused to take his siblings with him. And now my son is in the room crying because he thinks his dad is the bad guy.
Did you catch all those? She said the siblings are here because baby daddy refused and not because of her. Then she said my son, not ours, thinks his dad is the bad guy. He doesn't have to think that. You can tell him what you did.
One is not going to go to the beach while the other ones stay here at home not doing anything. That is simply not right.
Simply not right means it just is.
It's all of them or none of them.
It just is.
And in this case, obviously it was none. So now I'm the one that's stuck here with 6 children.
This is a bad thing happening to me, not you. Bad things can't happen to you because you don't have needs. So that's how you recognize actual narcissism or egocentrism. It's not just when disagree, it's what I want just is. So if you ever get accused of this dumb buzzword, here's what you do. You say, I see what you want. It's this, this, and this, right? And if she says yes, you say, well, I just don't want the same thing. And if she says that her way is right because it just is, then you're not the bad guy. That is second person perspective. Level 1 is what I want. Level 2 is what I can get from you and how I get it. Level 3 is what I can get from my world and network and how I can get it. And it's not until level 4 that you start to think, oh, what about what you want? That's right here, second person perspective. I'm personally working on 6th myself, but I'll explain that in an upcoming video. Don't forget to click my link. I've got a lot going on right now. You can get life guidance with SelfMax. You can get my charts digitally or as posters. You can buy my book, get a mug or a t-shirt. Come personally talk to me on Discord by joining HM Elite. I hang out there at least every few days. And more is coming. I have a new book coming out soon. See you next time.